This week on Weekly News Recap.
Kuna watu genuinely wanataka mabadiliko.
Kujeni na mkokoteni zenyu, kujeni na wheelbarrow.
From political shifts.
What is a popular government and what is a populist government?
The issue is governance and integrity.
To groundbreaking discoveries, uncovering the stories that shape our world.
Mambo haiko fiti.
Hii serikali haitupeleki vizuri hata kidogo.
Join us every Friday for a comprehensive look at the news that matters.
Hospitali imejaa kwa sababu services ziko.
News Recap, your essential source for informed perspectives.
Good evening. It's 3:42 p.m. Welcome to TAS TV News. Today being the 8th of October 2025. My name is Yar Aliel, bringing you the latest updates. Over a year, a baby died in police custody in Makueni. The DPP has yet to press charges, sparking public outrage. The child died under unclear circumstances during a police arrest involving the mother. Despite pressure from the family and human rights groups, no officers have been held accountable, raising concerns over police accountability and justice system transparency.
After kupelekwa polisi nilifungua na mtoto, ambapo huyu askari alikuja kunishika, alianza kunichapia kwa duka. Nilipofika polisi nikaketi kwa kiti, nikamuuliza amenishikia nini. Akanisukumanisha na mtoto. Hapo ndio alinichapa, akapita akagonga mtoto akiwa kwa mgongo. Hapo ndio mtoto alianza kuzirai. Nikagonga mlango mara ya kwanza, hakuna mwenye alikuja. Mara ya nne hakuna mwenye alikuja. Kufika saa 2 ya usiku ndio niligonga mlango na miguu zote mbili. Ndio mlango ilifunguliwa. Ndio nikawekwa nje na CI wa pale ambayo ni Inspector Mr. Lama akaniambia nichukue maiti yangu nijue venye nitaenda kuifanyia. Kwa hapo mpaka sasa nimekuwa nikipigia IPOA, wananiambia faili ziko kwa DPP na mpaka sasa sijapata justice.
This week on Weekly News Recap.
Kuna watu genuinely wanataka mabadiliko.
Kujeni na mkokoteni zenyu, kujeni na wheelbarrow.
From political shifts.
What is a popular government and what is a populist government?
The issue is governance and integrity.
To groundbreaking discoveries, uncovering the stories that shape our world.
Mambo haiko fiti.
Hii serikali haitupeleki vizuri hata kidogo.
Join us every Friday for a comprehensive look at the news that matters.
Hospitali imejaa kwa sababu services ziko.
News Recap, your essential source for informed perspectives.
CS Kipchumba Murkomen has announced that chiefs from Mandera County recently abducted by suspected Al-Shabaab militants will receive head of state commissions for their bravery. The chiefs were kidnapped near the Kenya-Somalia border while on duty and later released. Murkomen praised their courage and said their awards and recognition, their sacrifice and the risk faced by officers in insecure regions.
Habari walikuwa wanaongelelea tu mambo ya security ya sehemu hii kiholela. Wanaongea kiholela. Na wanasiasa wengine hata walikuwa wananituzi. Ati wakati chiefs walitoka hapa wakachukuliwa na Al-Shabaab mpaka upande ule, ati sasa sisi ati kwa sababu ya chiefs kurudishwa ni kwa sababu mimi na rais tunafanya kazi na Al-Shabaab. Huyo ni mtu anafaa kuletwa na kufungiwa hapa wiki moja kwanza. Alafu akimaliza anaambiwa enda kwa habari sasa ongea. Taona atasema mnizame. Chiefs wote watapata state recognition. Watatambuliwa na serikali kwa sababu ya ujasiri wao ya kupitia mashida na bado wamerudi kufanya kazi. We will give them head of state commendation kwa ile sherehe itafanyika mwaka huu.
Export-Import Bank has launched the Africa Trade Gateway, a digital platform to boost intra-African trade and global digital commerce. ATG offers services like payment solutions, trade information, compliance tools, and due diligence to ease cross-border transactions. Aligned with AFTCA goals, it aims to remove digital barriers and support SMEs by opening new markets and streaming trade through technology.
The trade gateway, to reach its full potential, we need strong partnership. One, the bank and other financial institutions diversify and scale up your cooperative and MSMEs products to include financing for green innovations and digital enterprises. Number two, to logistic partners, build efficient, reliable, and affordable logistic systems to unlock regional and continental value chains. Number three, to the private sector and cooperatives, embrace ATG, register your businesses, and integrate its tools into your trade practices. The future of trade is digital, and ATG is Africa's own solution.
With 5 key mandates from the AFCFTA, which entails, number one, access to market or demand creation. We support consolidation, logistical setups, and aggregation. We support capacity building of our SMEs to be able to be ready to export.
Chiromo Hospital Group has trained over 100 clergy from All Saints Cathedral and other Nairobi ACK churches on mental health. The program aims to equip them to identify and support mental health issues in their congregations, recognizing their key role in emotional care. This initiative bridges spiritual and professional mental health support, promoting wellness through community partnerships.
Has a spiritual life and a spiritual being. You cannot live by the spirit alone. We exist, as we have been read for us here, as a temple, yes? And you cannot be complete without looking after the body. To reach where we have reached in Kenya with regard to mental health has taken the better part of 20 years. So we are firm, we are knowledgeable, we are confident that our science is solid. We are now at a point where we can now look outside of ourselves and with facts and figures engage the rest of society. We are comfortable in our skin. We can now engage the rest of the world, including faith-based organizations.
In his holistic nature, and we work together from all aspects of life, we will achieve the best for this very human. So combining the psychological approach and the spiritual approach for the mental wellness and well-being of a human being, this is a biblical command and is a divine direction. And I want to thank the Chiromo Hospital and especially the chair, Dr. Frank, for the initiative he has taken in involving the church so that him and his team and the church will be able to approach the issue from a common perspective and a common understanding. And especially for the church, we shift from condemning those people who have been mentally ill and associating the mental illness with demonic attacks, while it is an illness as any other. And even bringing that mind change and mindset for us is an eye-opener.
Banditry, once a major security crisis in northern Kenya, is now on the decline. A joint police and military operation has restored calm, with families returning home, schools reopening, and authorities urging vigilance to sustain peace. Lois Yokonyo with more details. When the Kenya Kwanza administration took office in 2022, banditry stood out as one of the country's most pressing security challenges. Armed groups wielding illegal firearms unleashed a wave of terror across at least 7 counties. They stole livestock, carried out deadly attacks, and forced thousands of families to abandon their homes in fear, leaving a trail of devastating and insecurity.
Tumepata kuona amani kwa sababu hata mandugu zetu, majirani zetu ambao tulikuwa tumepigana na wao, kwa sasa tunashirikiana na wao kwa kila jambo, kwa sababu sisi tulirudi kama hatuna ng'ombe na hatuna mbuzi. Wao sasa wenyewe ndio wanakuja kutuletea maziwa.
3 years on, the tide appeared to have turned. A multi-agent security operation, code-named Operation Maliza Uhalifu, has significantly weakened the bandit menace. Security forces mounted sustained crackdowns in hotspot regions, cornering armed groups and dismantling their hideouts. The once frequent exchange of fire guns has fallen silent, with many bandits now surrendering their weapons and abandoning their criminal networks.
The thing was done in a very good way, that there was no human rights abuses, and it was directly to those people who commit those atrocities.
The calm is gradually transforming communities once gripped by violence. Families displaced by the attacks are returning home to reclaim their land and livelihoods. Livestock markets are reopening, schools are regaining pupils, and local leaders are urging residents to embrace peace.
Chugama yangu najua ilitoka Uganda. Huwezi jua jinsi gani ilifika huku, hela bora tu umepeana hela. Kwa moyo anajua. Unatafuta tu nani anaweza kuwa na kamwanya ya hii network. Kama tu vile nyinyi mnanunuanga magari.
Nishaiba ng'ombe lakini wakarudisha mara mbili. Nikahajana nayo sijarudi tena, lakini mpango ilikuwa tu ya kurudi, lakini sasa imefika mahali hakuna namna tena utarudi huko.
Authorities maintain the continued vigilance and community cooperation with the key to ensuring lasting stability in these regions.
Now we have about over 20 guns that have been surrendered voluntarily. They're almost 30 actually in Marakwet and West Pokot and Baringo. This will be sustained for as long as it takes.
Reporting for Stars TV. We are taking a short break. We will be back after a few minutes with more updates. Stay tuned. Welcome back after the short break. Out of claims totaling to cash 80 billion submitted by health facilities across Kenya, SHA has rejected 10.7 billion Kenyan shillings due to suspected fraud or invalidity. The authority has identified 1,118 health facilities under suspicion of fraudulent behavior. Out of these, 85 have been found to be bluntly engaging in fraud. 151 more were flagged submitting fraudulent claims or operating outside their licensed level of their entire care. SHA is handling over such cases to law enforcement, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, where appropriate. The SHA law provides for both fines and criminal prosecution for fraudulent claims. Mwende Musembi with more information.
SHA says about 26 million Kenyans have been signed up. Among them, around 4 million are salaried contributors. About 890,000 are from the informal sector. Hence, about 4.8 million of these are active payers. Regarding concerns over privacy and use of data in investigating claims, Mwangi emphasized that SHA's work is in the line with law. Patient consent is obtained when people visit facilities and fill out claims forms. The data handling is also governed by SHA's Act and the Digital Health Act. SHA's collection being higher than what NHIF managed suggests strong uptake under the current system. It points to potential improvement in mobilizing funds for health. However, the large amount of rejected claims of about 10.7 billion Kenyan shillings and many facilities under suspicion highlight significant fraud risk and oversight issues. Proper auditing, verification, licensing and enforcement are becoming important. Ensuring the data protection and legal compliance is crucial, especially given how sensitive health data is and the role of the law enforcement in the investigation. Finally, scaling up contributions from the formal sector remains a challenge, since they make up a small share of active payers compared to the total population that has registered but are not yet contributing regularly.
The Social Health Authority, SHA, has assured Kenyans of access to affordable and quality health care. Through its social health insurance program, citizens can now receive treatment in hospitals from primary to referral levels. This initiative is designed to cut medical costs and guarantee every family the right to essential health services. Trevor Eric Kinywa with more updates.
The Social Health Authority has announced Kenyan of access affordable access quality healthcare. Through its program Health, it ensures the citizen now to receive the treatment in hospitals, from primary in various hospitals, even in private.
Yeah, mambo na SHA, it is not working in private hospitals as from yesterday. It inconvenience juu sasa kama mtu ndiye alikuwa amelipia na hana cash, hiyo ndiye alikuwa anategemea.
Here that the medical cost and guarantees has heavily families as the right to assist health service.
Kwa majina ni Patrick Joroge, niko area ya Thika ambaye ninafanya biashara kidogo kidogo, na katika hiyo hali ndio tunatafuta mambo ya chakula na nini na nini. Nimeona inatusaidia juu hata mimi bado nimekuwa nikitumia, na kwa sasa inatumika hata ile wametupea another advantage ya kulipa polepole pole. Kuna ile lipa mdogo mdogo. Kwa hivyo si lazima ati uwe umefinyika, ukiweka pesa kidogo bora wana deduct pale mwisho na utakuwa umeendelea na mambo ya afya, utakuwa kwa sawa. Kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya kusema ati haifanyi kazi. Mimi niko na uhakika inafanya.
I'm reporting TAS TV. My name is Trevor Eric Kenywa.
Learning in public universities across the country has ground to halt. This follows a strike by lecturers and teaching staff who have dowed their tools over unpaid areas. The Dons say the government still owes them 10.63 billion Kenyan shillings from two collective bargaining agreements dating back from 2017 to 2025. According to the unions, despite repeated promises, the funds remain unsettled. The industrial action kicks off after the government recently received 2.5 billion Kenyan shillings as part of the dues, but the lecturers insist the amount is only a fraction of what is owed. As a result, students in public universities remain stranded with no learning take place until the standoff is resolved. Azel Mwenda with more information.
Lecturers in public universities have officially down their tools, protesting the government delaying in implementing collective bargaining agreements, the CBAs. The Dons, through the University Academic Staff Union, UASU, argue that the government has consistently failed to honor agreements dating back several years, leaving them burdened with stagnant salaries and unmet allowances despite the ever-rising cost of living. They maintain that the repeated promises have not translated into tangible action, forcing them to resort to industrial action as a last option.
This government came into office on the promise that it will always negotiate, register, and implement CBS, never in arrears. Dutifully, the unions submitted their proposals at the beginning of the year. Since the beginning of the year, it has been crickets, silence from the government.
The strike has disrupted learning in public universities nationwide, with thousands of students stranded as academic programs agreed to halt. The lecturers are vowed not to return to class until the government provides a clear roadmap for the full implementation of CBAs. The industrial action comes at a critical time when universities are already grappling with financial constraints, raising fears of extended semesters, delayed graduations, and further instability in the academic calendar.
We have been earning less than our colleagues all over the country because when our colleagues from other universities were being paid on diagonal scale, we were being paid on a deducted horizontal scale.
We need our CBA arrears paid in total. For those two CBAs, 7.9 billion for the 2017-2021 CBA. 2.73 billion for the 2021-25 CBA.
Analysts warn that the strike could have long-term consequences for higher education in Kenya. If unresolved quickly, it risks lowering the overall quality of education, destabilizing the academic calendar, and pushing some students to seek alternatives abroad or even in private institutions. Beyond the immediate disruption, the standoff highlights a recurring pattern of industrial disputes in the education sector, emphasizing the urgent need for sustainable funding models and genuine dialogue between the government and academic staff unions. Reporting for TAS TV, Thika, Kiambu County, my name is Moenda Kelvin.
With only 30 days left to the national examinations, the country is now focused on preparations for the 9 transition into secondary school. The Ministry of Education has announced that more than 1.2 million learners will be placed in over 9,500 secondary schools nationwide. This exercise could be hampered by 3 billion shilling debt owned by the publishers. Funds needed to print the grade 10 textbooks college. More information by Naomi Mutemi.
With the countdown to the national examinations now at just 30 days, anticipation is rising among learners, parents and teachers. The Ministry of Education says it is putting final touches on plans to transition more than 1.2 million grade 9 learners into over 9,500 secondary schools across the country.
Some of the schools have so many students selecting them, which is not possible to absorb them. So we're trying to plan for this transition. And as you are aware, we removed the idea of national schools, extra county schools, and day schools in terms of that category. What we have now is what we call cluster 1 schools, cluster 2 schools, cluster 3 schools.
Beyond the placement, admissions in senior schools and the issues of learning materials is also of concern for education stakeholders. The academic landscape will be expanded in grade 10 and so will be the demand for books.
The learning areas are more than 35 learning areas, and those learning areas must be taken care of because we must take care of every desire of the Kenyan child. We have the capacity to supply all those learning areas, the capacity to supply all the copies needed in the country.
Placement will be determined by the learners' career pathways and their performance in next month's assessment. But there is a looming concern. A 3 billion shilling debt owed to publishers is yet to be cleared, money critical for printing the grade 10 textbooks catalogue. Without it, the transition could face significant delays.
We are optimistic that this payment will be settled in time to enable us supply books for grade 10 in a seamless way, so that come January 2026, all schools in Kenya will have books for grade 10.
For now, the ministry maintains that all systems are on course, promising a smooth transition despite the financial hurdle. Reporting for TAS TV, my name is Naomi Mutemi.
Team Kenya has returned home to a hero welcome after a stellar performance at the 2025 Athletics Champions in Tokyo. This team has secured multiple medals across various track and field events, reinforcing Kenya's dominance in middle and long distance running. Standout athletes include both season champions and rising stars who broke personal and national records while displaying remarkable discipline and sportsmanship. Their achievements not only brought pride to the nation, but also inspired the next generation of athletes. Government officials, fans, and sporting bodies have launched the team's efforts, promising continued support for athletics development in the country.
If somebody beats me over the 1500, I will move to marathon. You'll see me next in 10:10. I will be at Athlot for the only women race in New York.
5,000, we go there without any pressure. Like Forfait told me, we go there, we do our best. If you win, we celebrate you. If I win, I celebrate you. So that's what our target. So we went there. As you know, we are going to sweep the medal. So
Last 100 meters, I felt like I still had some energy, and my colleagues were not around. So I decided to give it all out just to retain the title back home here. This is, I think, the moment of my life. Being a world champion is feeling nice.
President promised them that any gold which they win, they will get their 3 million, the silver 2 million, and bronze 1 million. And we are ready to do that.
Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, my name is Yar Alier.
My name is Gregory Ombati.
Claire Kinaga.
Marcia Kot.
Evelyn Kagendo.
I'm from Mount Kenya University, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media and Communication.
Kabete National Polytechnic, pursuing Journalism and Mass Communication.
I'm from Zitek University, pursuing Bachelors of Journalism and Mass Communication.
I come from Mount Kenya University, taking Bachelor in Mass Media and Communication.
I knew TAS in social media, specifically Facebook.
I knew TAS TV through a friend of mine.
I knew TAS TV through online platform, that is YouTube to be specific, where I was looking for a certain news and I found it at TAS TV page.
Through a friend of mine who had done attachment at TAS TV there before.
I've been in TAS TV for a month now. I've been here for 1 month and a half.
I've been at TAS TV now for 1 month.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it an 8 because it's a place that offers quality skills.
I'll rate it at 8 out of 10 simply because at TAS TV, you will be taught everything that you don't know concerning media, even if it's camera operation, if when it comes to editing and even news anchoring. I can give it an 8 because the supervisors and everything, the equipments, they are good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I will rate TAS TV at 7 out of 10 because it is a place where you can learn and improve your skills day by day.
What I really want to achieve after 3 months is about my confidence in the reporting skills, the anchoring, and also in the production.
After my attachment, I would love to improve my skills and be more skillful on the practical part, production, editing of videography and photography.
I want to achieve strong practical skills, especially in news reporting.
What I want to achieve is I want to be confident in news anchoring.
I will advise someone to come to TAS TV because it is a place where they are given an opportunity to learn and improve their skills.
I can advise them because you'll actually major in what you really want.
I would advise someone to come at TAS TV because it's a place where one is ready to learn, they can gain a lot of skills.
Yes, I would advise someone to come to TAS TV simply because at TAS TV, they offer everything concerning mass media and journalism.